Cross that. Oh, man. He was overexposed for way too long. That's fascinating. We're shooting through the bushes. Don't even know which direction he went. That's a massive burst for somebody that close. Well done. Now get out of the light. Get out of the middle of the room and underneath the light. That explosion right there would rock his world. Welcome back to Gamology Experts React. I'm Geoff Reeves, Navy SEAL, and today we're going to be looking at a compilation of various first-person shooter games. Some of you may have seen titles before, but we're going to be checking them out to see the realism, how accurate they would be, and how long these game players would actually last in real life. With that, let's dive in. Oh, neat. All right, we got a Little Bird? Great platform. Yeah, we are. Great platform. Love those things. Okay, absolutely no reason to go into a pond to cross the area. You're slow, you're exposed, and you're exposing yourself to uncertainties that you do not need to. I would skirt around the inside of that, but to get completely that deep in the water, not necessary. Good shots. Cross that. Oh, man. Absolutely. You come into an overexposed place like that, you have got to get across of it. You come up to it, you check out, you look around, and then you just bolt across. He was overexposed for way too long. Back on the Little Birds. Wonderful. Okay, there we go. Good. Crouching down, utilizing concealment. It's fascinating. It's, in the video game, I do like how your weapon's at high port. That's fantastic. We haven't seen that yet in a video game. Not a lot to critique there. They didn't really engage very much. I mean, the coolest part about it was the fact that we got to see little birds and play with little birds. When you get off the helicopter, I mean, you know, you should be unhooking from that thing right away, take a knee or get away from it, moving to get into concealment, and those things are up and out of there. That's a huge asset you want on your side that you don't want it damaged or knocked out of the sky. I would say my only critique of that one that really was I wouldn't do was when you get dumped off, when you're patrolling up, there's absolutely no reason for that gentleman to enter into the pond. You could jump over the fence and skirt around the inside. I mean, sure, get your boots, your ankles, or whatever, but to completely immerse yourself up halfway to do that, you are absolutely not gaining anything in that particular situation.
Hands up! Don't move! Hands up!
Well done there. Awesome use of muzzle discipline coming up and over his teammate. Fantastic. Now he's okay. Good. Got off it real quick. Going through the house with shotguns. So depending on what kind of ammunition they have in that shotgun, and depending what the house is made out of, those slugs or buckshot could rip right through those walls and actually hit your buddy on the opposite side. So you definitely have to be careful about that. Now these guys actually play video games a lot, or they're actual veterans. Good peaks. Love it. The guy to the left can relax a little bit because he doesn't really have much of an angle, so he should be there in support. Good, nice bounding back. I love it. That's a heck of an angle from there with the smoke. Oh, there we go. Yeah, but there's no reason to overexpose yourself like that. Get out of there. Get back behind cover. Yep. Turn the light off. You don't need the light. Love the tactics these guys are using. They're really great. See, I don't know if I would be taking a shotgun into an environment like this. You can definitely bring like a breaching shotgun, but as that is your primary in an environment that has actually got some distance, I mean, you can shoot far with slugs. Accuracy of it, that takes some practice, takes some time. They are getting better, but I would definitely prefer a rifle in this situation. Nice. I love it. Fantastic. As I said, choice of weapons for the op shotguns. I'd probably bring a breacher shotgun, but definitely would not be my primary. I'd use a 10.5 inch upper or a 16-inch M4 with that. Okay. So looks like it's another one of those run around and shoot everybody kind of things. That explosion right there would rock his world with the overpressurization and frag coming out of that. All right, so we just have like meat pieces flying around when wow, didn't work out so well in his favor. Nice job there. Now the weapon he's using, that FN, yeah, that FN is fantastic. It's a fantastic weapon. Full auto on a rifle like that, I find is I don't want to say useless because I've actually used it twice real world, but that is a point and shoot accurate weapon. Just mag dumping I find doesn't really help the cause because you only have limited rounds, unlike a video game where you've got infinite apparently. But yeah, there you go. That's how the weapon's supposed to be used. Fantastic. Well done. Good job. He could actually pull himself back a little bit if he's not really well covered in a position. There we go. Now we've got some. That's fantastic. He's got 3 of his different positions. He's got cover and concealment on because he's within some heavy surroundings. He can mag change, pop back up. That's proper. That last bit by that player. I actually agree with. But sitting out by a wooden cart, taking guys out, you're overexposing yourself, and you're in the middle of an intersection. Not the greatest. That's a bad day. Good job there. Peeking around. Nice. So what do we... That's fascinating. We're shooting through the bushes. Don't even know which direction he went. We're just hooking up, spraying and praying. Not very effective. But then... So it's hanging on the middle of the street. Why would we not bump up a little bit, try to get over that fence, help us out? It's a lot of rounds and the same thing. We don't even know if we're hitting them. Move to a better solution. Good job there. So running through the woods, we should be bounding from tree to tree, utilizing that. Just running right through. It's a lot of rounds for that. Ooh. Good job when taking out the biggest gun on the block right there. Take out those kilos. So that was an interesting one. When we would go out and operate, we had, like, depending on the gun I either had 300 rounds or 1,000 rounds on me, and you could tell how fast you go through rounds in this video game. So some of that is the unrealism of just completely spraying and praying and having infinite rounds that you can pull from. I would hope that the handgun is the only weapon he has. Otherwise, he's not. You probably pick up the gun that he just. Oh, there we go. We got a shotgun. Long gun to be wheeled around a house, but not impossible. So he's at the top of the stairwell. Find your cover. Find your concealment. You're literally just hanging out, being a bigger target for him too. That's a massive burst for somebody that close. Again, it's in the middle of the doorway. Again, if it's an immediate response right there, you're going to react. Watch the light discipline. Not to say it isn't very good. Peek around the corner. Come around the corner. There we go. Good. Let's not overexpose ourselves, but let's not hang out here too long. Let's find the next point that we can be secure in. Let's get past that window. Don't lollygag past windows. Boom. Ugh. Well done. Now get out of the light. Get out of the middle of the room and underneath the light. All right, well, look, we're just standing there. Let's go. Let's move. Utilize the dark. Good job cutting across the open space. Good job. Again, this pistol that he has better be his primary weapon. He better not have something bigger. Otherwise, we're not maximizing our firepower. Easy, easy. Take your time. There we go. Good. Good job. So the first round of any engagement that's the most important is your very first round. You saw on that particular one, when he first started engaging, his weapon was completely off the body of the individual. And then while he was firing, while the weapon's moving around, he's trying to bring it back onto the enemy. Take that quarter to half second, get that red dot onto your intended target, and then pull the trigger. I mean, that was what, 10, 12 rounds, and it should have taken no more than 3 to 4. There's no reason, and exactly why that guy's dead, why he needed to overexpose himself around the corner when he couldn't have sucked back around that corner and engaged the threat that way. And the result of doing so is exactly what you see there. He's dead on the ground. Utilize that darkness. Get out of the doorways. There we go. Suck in behind. There we go. That's proper. Yes. Yes, good job. Get across that. It's funny because I prefer to play, and I think to see what's like the actual structured games of what is our objective, what are we trying to accomplish. Shooting stuff is interesting. I mean, I've done that on Star Wars games, Battlefront. That I do that. That's fun. It's like, okay, you're just trying to get more of them than they are of you, but you've got a much bigger space to run around and do that in. It is interesting though. You definitely, again, in this one, you did see the results of people that had proper tactics versus people that were just running around overexposing themselves and utilizing poor tactics. Which again, I would definitely pull clips. If I was teaching a class, I'd definitely pull clips from this and be like, there's your example.